Who do you think is gonna win the big snail race?
Wow. If only they didn't look exactly alike, it would be easier to say.
The Great Snail Race of 84. It had many casualties. Let's see.
Ooh.
Yeah, those aren't actually enemies, they're just like an environmental hazard. Ah! Now I'm just gonna try to... Oh god.
That looks annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying.
Wouldn't it actually be easiest if you stood with your sword where they come out?
No, because they're circling around me. And they are invincible for like a second or so when they come out.
Ah.
So I have to just let them spawn in first.
Okay, that makes sense.
But they are super annoying. So you just wait until they come around and then you chop. And chop.
Alright.
Okay, so that's progress. That's not... Oh god. I remember this. Oh, this was the bane of my childhood.
I do like the music though.
Like, in general, I think this game has super good music for...
Yeah, but I
like...
meant specifically in this level.
You know what? I'm gonna say the water level has pretty great music as well.
I cannot recall it at this point, but I probably liked it.
I guess you're gonna have to take my word for it.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's sort of like, sort of funky, sort of jazzy.
Yeah. Well, jazzy, no, but funky, yeah.
Funk jazz.
And I like some good funky music.
Oh god. Oh god. Can I just let them spawn in? I can. Is that all of them? That is all of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what's the plan for them damaging you in this case?
They don't.
They're just there to be hard to hit.
Kinda. It's like dick move the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I spawned in more enemies. What is it? Ah, it's one of those. That's fine. We can deal with those.
Yeah.
Alright, one more. One more. Slimes in the middle. Slimes in the middle. Gotta go, kill those slimes in the middle.
1, 2...
Yeah.
How many?
You know what? Speaking of music,
Yeah.
I'm in one of those phases
Mm-hmm.
where it's like it's time to find new music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're like.
Mm-hmm.
When
you do know what I'm like. We've been together for so long.
No, I'm not talking about your musical tastes. I'm talking about your method for acquiring new music.
Uh-huh.
Like some people, I don't know, they just sort of pick up on new stuff as it comes out. I like if I have, say, I don't know, 50 or so bands that I like just regularly listen to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I just once per year, because I can't be bothered to keep like constantly updated on shit. Like once per year, I take a music day where I go through my entire catalog of artists and just look at like, let's do a Google search for each of these bands or artists and check, have any of them released anything new like since I last searched.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just get all of it, every update. And same with like I go to a subreddit or listen to this, which is just a subreddit for like sort of niche small acts, because I'm an asshole that way. I'm like, if it's in the mainstream and shit, it's not good. No, I listen to mainstream music too, but I listen to a lot of like just teeny tiny bands that have like less than. They put out videos that get like less than 1,000 views on YouTube. That's like, yeah, that's my jam. That's what I'm into. So then I just go to that subreddit and just look at like the sort of curated top picks from the mod team of the past month or so. And then I just listen to all of it, find 20 different sort of SoundCloud sites or just Bandcamp sites or whatever, and just go through their catalogs. And most of it is just like production values are garbage, everything sounds the same, and maybe spending 5 hours or so going through like shitty little like indie artists or indie acts or whatever. I walk out of it with like maybe one new band that I've listened to because they put out like one EP in 2015 that was kind of good. And then I just stick to that music for a year or so until it's time for like the new annual music day. Is that how you do? Is that how you find new music?
Honey, you've heard my playlist. The majority of it is stuff like The Dire Straits, The Doors, The Clash. It's music that's older than I am.
I found a new weapon.
I don't find new music, I find old music.
Ah.
No, I actually listen to modern music as well. That's...
Yeah, but how do you do when you're gonna find new music?
I don't know, I just never really thought about it. I guess it just... stuff, friends listen to it, or my siblings. Like, I rely on my brother a lot, because he loves music, and he's a hobby musician himself.
Mm-hmm.
And if he listens to something and I think, oh, that's nice, then I'll ask him who that is, or I just check. Same with friends, like, sometimes when I watch a movie or a series or something and I think, oh, that sounds cool, I look up what that is, and like, I found some really good stuff that way.
I think, like, I have a friend who's just, one band he listens to is just specifically because they played a song on that one episode of Scrubs.
I have plenty of things I found that way. Like, I have had a almost lifelong love for the Canadian singer, Lorena McKenna, who does, like, these weird Celtic sort of songs. She's been fantastic, and I introduced my mom to her as well, and she loves her too, because one time when I was like 12, I saw the movie The Mist of Avalon, and one of her songs was in it, and I thought it was super cool.
I'm not sure I've seen that.
Man, I haven't seen it since. It's based on the novel by Marion Zimmer Bradley. But the point is that the song is good.
You know, I can relate.
And,
there's a band called The Tragically Hip, which is just like one of the biggest bands in Canadian history.
That no one knows about outside of Canada.
Yeah, they're like Springsteen level arenas sold out in Canada when they play and shit, and no one outside of Canada has any idea who they are. But they had the ending song of one of the Trailer Park Boys movies. Which is just, me and a friend watched that movie, and we just got super hooked when that song was played. And I had to look up immediately after, like, what band was that? The song is called Bob Cajun. It's some shitty little Canadian town somewhere. It's called Bob Cajun. So,
okay.
You know. The song is called Bob Cajun by the Tragically Hip. People, look it up, listen to the song. It's a...
Didn't their singer die last year?
He did. He died of cancer, which is very sad. It's a day of tragedy for the entire country of Canada, because they were like national treasures. Super sad. Man, there's so many bands I've listened to that just... The singer died recently. Now I'm sad. You made me sad.
I'm sorry.
I must cheer myself up with Snail Racing.
Hey, do you remember the days when we were teenagers and like discovering new music went essentially this? You went on what was it? What was it called? Like Emu, eDonkey, all of these like early downloading sites. What was the first one called? Not sites, programs, essentially.
I don't remember.
Oh, come on, you know what I'm talking about.
No,
Napster.
But for just music or what?
No, like you could download anything there, right? So I just went there, entered the music category, and like just downloaded whatever I could find, because like the selection wasn't that big in the 90s. And like I found a lot of shit I didn't like, but sometimes I found something that was nice, and I was like, oh, this is nice, mostly because it's available.
Right. No, like there was Napster obviously, but that was a bit later. And then my jam was Audio Galaxy, which was just the best place on the internet for finding music. It shut down because it wasn't legal at all, and they didn't.
Like all of these other things, but like I guess 13-year-old you didn't care, just like 13-year.
And
I'm not even sure I knew that was illegal, or just understood it at the time.
What's it called in English? Is it statute of limitations or whatever? I don't know. When a crime is no longer enforced after a certain amount of years or shit.
Yeah. Also, I was a minor.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So my parents would have gotten in trouble, I think.
But I was deep into the whole nu metal scene back then.
Oh yeah.
And I had my websites. Shoutweb it was called. It was shoutweb.com. That's where you found all your news about nu metal and like upcoming acts and articles and whatnot. So I just kept tabs on the entire scene, and then I just downloaded everything from everyone. Man, those were the days. It was much easier then.
Yeah. Also, there just wasn't all that much you could get your hands on, so...
Anyway, look at this existential mushroom right here.
Okay.
He's talking about humanity. These creatures grow very fast. They become adults within half a year.
What?
Like these midgets in the mountain.
Ah.
Get married, have children, and pass away in a year. They have like a 1-year lifespan, these things. So that makes it even more fucked with that little girl who was like, maybe I should start looking for someone new.
Well, maybe not, because then they've only been together for like 4 weeks, at which point I think it's okay if you're like, I'm not feeling it.
They never feel their lives are too short. They enjoy each moment. Well, yeah, because they're fucking dumb. They don't even have time to learn anything. This is you.
All the jockeys are here and the racetrack's finally finished. We're going to start the race. Why don't you come along?
Oh boy.
Wait, their lives are this short and they're wasting time sitting on snails?
Yeah.
On your mark. Well, everyone's on the mark. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Get set, go!
Woo, look at him go. Look at him go.
They're all the same speed.
Oh my. That's cheating. He didn't have to turn.
Like, are they racing each other or just running for exercise?
No, they're racing. They're racing, all right. Who do you think is gonna win? It's
the one in front.
Oh, this could go any way, right? This could go any way at all.
Not from where I'm standing right now.
Oh, jeez, the tension, the excitement.
Oh boy.
This is a real nail biter.
I can barely contain my anguish.
I love that I'm just walking alongside the race.
It's not a nail biter, it's a snail biter.
Oh, that's
also, I don't know
awful.
if I've mentioned this, but I love the Swedish word for snail. It's so cool.
Snigel.
And snigel. It's so cute.
A lot of Swedish words are cute.
The entire language is
There's one word I can say that always makes Anna laugh. Like
I'm laughing even in anticipation.
Oh my, what happened here? Jesus Christ. Wow, oh, they fucked up. They took the turn badly. And I think this just goes on forever.
Oh. Oh, I thought we were waiting for something to happen.
See, I can affect the race by talking to him. And he's like, oh no, stop talking to me. Ah, what are you doing? You're fucking...
the race. Say the word.
Anyway.
Say the word.
Ballongförbud. Uh-huh.
It's also a very Swedish word in concept because it means that how do you say it? A balloon forbud.
A ban. A balloon ban.
Balloon ban.
Anyway.
Balloons are not allowed. How cruel.
Can you believe this old man used to be a child just a half a year ago? Time is very important.
I know what that means.
Okay, but like,
we
don't know the size of this planet and of its rotational, like, you know, stuff like, how long is a year on this planet?
Oh, man, I don't Honey, this is 1992.
Like, is it 365 days? Each
Let's
of which
assume.
is 24 hours long? Or
Let's
is it
assume,
like,
since-
you know, in Interstellar in that one planet where...
Since everyone's speaking the Lord's English, or the Queen's English, or whatever, let's assume that a lot of the stuff we take for granted in the human world is true even here. Anyway, let's listen to this dream of this old man.
I will not leave you and go off to other places, I promise. As proof of my promise, I buried my belongings in the Aurora Ridge. Now I am poor and have no means to leave, even if I would want to.
That's fine, because I have the lifespan of a mayfly.
The magic armor, 50 gems, and 1 medical herb. For all I know, someone has already been there and looted them. That would be fucked up. I hope someone will find them, not me.
Man, that's so weird.
That was him when he was young?
And it's so out of order, because I've already picked up those items. Oops, I must have fallen asleep. I was dreaming of my childhood. Yeah, sure. Sure you were.
There's a prison over there. Well, there are no actual bad people. I guess it is just a punishment room.
That's weird.
That is weird. We haven't unlocked the prison yet, but
is it like a punishment room or is it like
yeah, they're like,
punishment
you've
room?
been a bad snail.
Such a bad. Oh, I was gonna say, like dwarf.
Lanol, that's what this place is called. Yeah, search it thoroughly. Otherwise you might overlook things. There's probably like, I'm supposed to click on the ground somewhere, I don't know. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
honey.
Oh, that's you, sorry.
Oh, honey, I can still use magic. Look.
Aha! She ported me in here.
Okay.
I'll tell you a secret. If you see a sleeping mushroom, return to the same place you saw in its dream.
Uh-huh. Gotcha. Well, I think that's everyone we've unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have to go to, no, maybe that was the place called Lanol, the underground lake, right? No, that's Loon. Gotcha, so we're in Lanol right now.
Okay.
Sure thingamabob. Anyway, back on the progress, back on the grind. But as I was saying, I'm about to have one of my music days. I haven't decided what genres it's gonna be this time. Maybe some hip-hop, maybe some electronic shit. Maybe some death metal. Ooh.
Wait, you can just walk over that?
Well, yeah, it's like a light bridge.
But invisible.
Well, it pops up from time to time to show you where it is. There's probably gonna be a thing later with like plenty of invisible light bridges and just, you know, kind of like the Duke's Archives or the Crystal Cavern in Dark Souls. They took that directly from this game. Did you know that?
I don't believe that.